I can't handle this, y'all. This is crazy, yo. I didn't think this was about to affect me like this. But our neighbor school, y'all know I work at a school. Fuck. Our neighboring school, I think it's Gratas, I don't know how to say it. It's Gratas or something like that. They were having their graduation. And there's helicopters in the sky. Most of these schools are, fuck, yo. Most of these schools are predominantly Hispanic. Most of these schools are predominantly Hispanic. Gratas, I believe elementary, was having their graduation. And all of a sudden a bunch of parents have to run out because ISIS is there. This is the story that I'm hearing. And, you know, our school goes on lockdown. Our principal, you know, tells us it's a drill, but we know it's not a drill. And, you know, I had to come outside. It's my break. We kind of got like off of a soft lockdown. And, you know, parents had to run out because they don't have papers. And they had to leave their kids because the kids do. What type of shit is this, yo? And then kids are freaking grabbing teachers and crying on their leg because they don't know if they're about to see their parents when they get home. What the fuck is this? And we voted for this shit? 15 people just got picked up on Wilshire at the Home Depot. On Wilshire. Yo. Man, oh my God. This is not right. This is not right, yo.
What are you guys doing? You guys are so stupid. You guys cannot do this. He has a family. I said,
we ask for your help with the deportation of our parents. My father's state application was submitted on Wednesday in Miramar, Miami, and there it was sent to Chrome Detention Center. We know while this stay is being read and filed, he cannot be removed. We ask your help urgently to right this wrong. My father is a business owner, a taxpayer, and he's not a criminal. We beg for your help. Last night, we received a phone call from my father to my mother, where he told us that he was on the list for the next flight out.
So Latinos for Trump have finally spoken against him. It took y'all long enough. Actually, y'all should have did that shit before y'all even elected this man, because I'm saying, yes, y'all helped elect this man, and now what's going on in Los Angeles is y'all fault. It is y'all fault. Y'all divided y'all vote, and you put this man in office, and what is he doing? He's going against people who are innocent. He's rounding up anybody and everybody that looks like your demographic. He don't give a fuck about warrants. Hell, I am so happy to see that y'all are out there, the ones that didn't vote for him are out there fighting against these ICE agents and not allowing them to take anybody. Now I'm going to say this. Y'all need to pay attention, because they will deploy the National Guard if they get access to that shit. That is ICE agent director's initiative tonight, is to try to get the National Guard on the ground against everybody that is protesting these roundups against ICE agents. So, y'all in my prayers. That's all I can do. Y'all are in my prayers. The Latinos for Trump, y'all asses should be out there. This is y'all fault. This is partly y'all fault, that your people are being rounded up like cattle and sent to places that some of them have never seen before. Get y'all asses out there. Don't do a call out on the damn internet or media. Go get on the ground.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, in today's video, you're about to see something that will break your heart. Latino who voted for Trump, now they're being taken from their home. And I see people is taking people from the street. And many families, they're being separated with their own family. We'll be seeing in this video, complaining, try to find some people to help them and support them because they are going through a lot. That's what we'll be seeing in today's video. Credit goes to the owner of the videos. I will come back with more commentary, but guys, so far with what you see, you can tell me what you think, what do you think about what's going on, and I will come back with commentary, and of course, let's watch. I hope you enjoy this.
Legitimately, deeply, from the bottom of my heart, if you are an ICE agent, I hope you get all the same despair and loneliness and suffering that you inflict on all of our communities, that you subject your violence to. I hope you never have a day of joy or peace ever again for the rest of your life. You are just every bit as evil as the KKK, the IOF, the police. Like, you are legitimately evil. Like, and I hate you, and I am disgusted by your very existence. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Like, ICE agents are evil, disgusting fascists, and I hate you, and I hope you suffer.
To all the self-hating Latinos that are so proud that they voted for this, constantly commenting under all my posts saying, great, we voted for this, and saying my family did it the legal way, so everyone else needs to as well. First of all, that's not pride, that's privilege, and it's being weaponized. Your family may have come here when the system actually let people in, when quotas were different, when the rules were clear, but now the legal way doesn't even exist for most people. The system is broken on purpose. It's designed to keep people out. Brown people, poor people, our people. You say you voted for this because of law and order, but what law and order tells armed men to chase down people who are just trying to survive? And now due process is being systematically dismantled. They're not just going after criminals, they're going after families. So when you say, great, we voted for this, and you're happy about it, you're not defending your culture. You're defending the people who are erasing it. You can have pride in your roots without turning your back on the people that are still trying to grow theirs. We need to stop siding with the oppressor just because we got lucky. Because next time, you might be the one that they're coming.
With everything that's going on with Hispanic people and what they're experiencing with ICE, there's a reason why Trump is actually targeting them. It's because of their population. It's said by 2050, there will be more Hispanics in America than white people. As you can see, current projections indicate that the Hispanic population in the United States will continue to grow significantly by 2050. It was saying a couple years ago, an article came out, it was saying how by 2050, there will be more Hispanic people in America than white people. And you can see here, the number of non-Hispanic whites will be falling, okay? The number of Hispanics will be growing by 60%. Here's another article where it says, the white population is expected to decrease by about 11%. The growth in multicultural populations in the U.S. means these segments wield immense influence. Their desire for diverse perspectives and a deep understanding for the cultural identity by brands and organizations will be more critical in the future. Everything that Trump has done is literally dismantling DEI and making sure that his Hispanic people now, not just criminals, regular Hispanics who are not citizens, they go back because they don't want this population to be growing in America, and it's going to change the way brands, organizations, institutions, how they're going to have to treat people and who they're hiring. I don't know about you, but Hispanics do have a lot of buying power as well. And they're not out here not having children. They are having children. They're staying together as a family, and they are taking care of one another. They're doing better than black people. They're doing things that black people aren't doing. Okay, so no wonder why ICE, and they're going after Hispanics. It makes sense. Now, I'm not saying it's good, but what I'm saying is that if you're wondering why this is happening now, it's because of 2050. They know that Hispanics, they're here to stay. So they're trying to wield out and get as many of them out as they can. Now, this is very, very sad, and I'm not happy to report this, but this is my theory, and I believe that this is why this is happening.
We have breaking news right now. The founders of Latinas for Trump, Florida State Senator Ileana Garcia, is now coming out and blasting the Trump administration's immigration policy, calling it inhumane, the mass deportation efforts that the Trump administration has engaged in. This is a serious statement, and the dam is breaking as we speak. According to the Miami Herald, she said, quote, "This is not what we voted for. I have always supported Trump through thick and thin. However, this is unacceptable and inhumane." She went on to say that this undermines the sense of fairness and justice that the American people value. She criticized Stephen Miller, the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, who is really the architect behind this entire policy, saying they are now just as American, if not more so, than Stephen Miller, referring to her parents who came over from Cuba and are Cuban refugees. Folks, there is a dam and it's breaking right now. Spread the word. I'll do a full breakdown of this and more on my Substack. Link to my bio, so subscribe for free. And as always, follow along for all the news you need to know about. I'll have much more soon.
No!
ICE says that Elsie Barrios is an illegal alien, Salvadoran national, and an affiliate of the violent transnational street gang MS-13. Border Patrol arrested Barrios in 2017 after she illegally entered the country. She was transported, and under expedited removal, a DOJ immigration judge issued a notice for her to appear, and then she was released from custody in February 2017 under the ICE Alternatives to Detention program. Now, Barrios has a hearing coming up in New Jersey on Monday.
What are you guys doing? You can't take him! He has no right! You guys are fucking stupid! You cannot do this! He has a family! Leave him alone! He has a family, dude!
I am devastated to report that while ICE has still not rendered a decision on the stay filed on Wednesday, June 4th, 2025, my father was chained and deported today. He just called us from Guatemala. We never expected this. In fact, last night we filed for his case to be reviewed in the federal court in Texas where he was being held. My brothers, my cousins, and friends, and I, all United States citizens and 2028 voters, begged President Trump to bring him back. He was denied due process when ICE chose to ignore the deferred action which he was granted in December of 2024 with the finding that his U visa application was found to be bona fide. My father's application was so strong that the bona fide process, which can take up to 5 years, only took 6 months to be processed and completed. Now we face the deportation of my mother, who also has deferred action. We need the help of the president to show the Hispanic American community, the largest minority group in the U.S., that he stands by us. That he's deporting criminals, not deporting people who are not criminals. The U.S. government can parole our father back and prevent the deportation of our mother. Please show us that we matter to you and to our country. Bring our father back. Don't deport our mother. Please bring our father back just like Abrego Garcia was brought back. The difference is that my father is not facing criminal charges. ICE in El Paso knew that my father had filed documents in federal court in Texas to try to stay his deportation, yet he was told that ICE was not made aware of the federal court filing. Just as we proved that our lawyer had spoken to the Orlando ICE officer when she lied about the May 15, 2025 conversation, we can prove that on Friday afternoon, copies of the federal court filings were emailed to ICE in El Paso to the only email they make available. Bring our father back. Bringing him back can show that you are not deporting good people who have been here for decades and are an asset to this country.
But if Latinos are criminals and freeloaders, then why are you guys looking for them at their jobs? Why are you looking for Latinos to deport at their jobs? They don't work, they're freeloaders, no? They're criminals. Why would a criminal be working? It's never about fucking criminals. It was always about being fucking racist.
I was deported to Mexico for crimes that I was never convicted of. Once deported, all the charges against me were dropped. So now I am currently in Mexico rebuilding my life after 24 years in the States.
I don't think you should start your first TikTok by talking about your deportation.
You told me to be honest, so.
That's true.
Transparency.
That's true. So, if you're going to talk about your deportation and what happened, then I guess we have to make it interesting. Because, you know, my half of the story has a lot to do with what you went through.
All right, well, let's give the people what they want.
Yeah, but I think that first, you should focus on talking about how your life has changed ever since moving to Mexico. So do that first, so people can get to know you before you drop the bomb that everybody wants to know.
All right, well, welcome to my side of the story.
Now at 10, ICE operations continue in San Antonio. For a second day in a row, agents are seen arresting migrants at immigration court.
And look at this scene on the northwest side. 3 people who appear to be part of a landscaping company, they were taken into custody in this parking lot of the shopping center. Tonight, KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna is following all these developments for us. Megan?
Well, Henry Easties, this is part of the Trump administration's push for mass deportations. We heard from 2 immigration attorneys who watched as their clients were taken into custody today after they showed up to their scheduled immigration hearings.
Crying out, "I don't want to die in Honduras," an emotional mother taken by ICE agents at immigration court Thursday. Another mother also placed in the same van. Her husband says she has no prior criminal history. But like most arrested, she had just had her case dismissed by a judge.
We were requesting a merits hearing, and the judge declined to set a merits hearing because DHS asked for the case to be dismissed and the client to be ordered removed, saying that it was not in the government's interest to hear a full case.
These videos shared to us show agents in the lobby of the immigration court waiting for migrants, one agent even holding what appears to be a list with pictures. Shortly after, you see agents escort an entire family into a charter bus. ICE says these arrests are a part of the Trump administration's plans to reverse former President Biden's so-called catch and release program. They are now utilizing expedited removals. It allows them to fast-track deportations for people who have been in the country for less than 2 years. These arrests are evoking fear among people who have upcoming hearings. One attorney who's representing a man from Central Africa says the option for migrants to appear virtually for hearings appears to be gone. Her client also had his case dismissed.
I feel like we portray people who's here with credible fears. Just knowing the story, I feel like I let him down.
But
I thought they said they were going after criminals. Those are babies. Those are children, mothers, landscapers. These immigrants are showing up to their immigration appointments trying to stay in this country the right way. And how do they get rewarded for being upstanding, doing things the right way? They get set up and they get deported. Of course, they lied when they said you get to stay if you do things the right way and you're not a criminal. These are innocent babies between the ages of 9 and 12 being zip-tied like criminals, while an actual criminal, 34-time felon rapist, leader of our country, is pardoning other criminals, the cop killing Jay Sixers and Todd and Julie Chrisley. This is what a lot of you Mexicans and Latinos voted for. Not only are you failures, you are the biggest danger to yourselves, your own family, and your community. What an absolute disgrace you are, MAGA Latinos. They are rapidly deporting Black and brown people, many who are indigenous to this continent, while simultaneously importing white supremacists from South Africa, which is an entirely different.
Venimos de sacrificios, de las manos trabajadoras que limpian, que cocina calientita y consejos cuando más los necesitábamos. Hoy rompemos ciclos. A lo mejor somos los primeros en cruzar este escenario, pero no seremos los últimos. Nacimos de sueños que cruzaron fronteras, y si algo nos enseñaron nuestros padres es que los sacrificios nunca son en vano y tarde o temprano dan fruto. Quiero tomar un momento para reconocer lo que está pasando con el clima político de migración. No olvidemos que este país no prospera sin el trabajo de nuestra comunidad inmigrante. Que tristemente muchas veces es explotada y se aprovechan de nuestra gente. Pero quiero ser muy clara que nuestro valor no solo proviene de nuestro trabajo ni de lo que producimos, sino de nuestra cultura, comunidad y el amor que compartimos. No son criminales, son dignos, los que aportan y los que construyen puentes cuando nos ponen muros. Son unos chingones. Como dice mi papi, nunca nos rajamos. En caso de una redada, por favor recuerden que tienen el derecho de permanecer callados, el derecho de no firmar nada sin un abogado y el derecho de no abrir la puerta. Hoy más que nunca, nuestra unidad es nuestra fuerza. Y por eso hoy celebramos a todos los futuros abogados, doctores, maestros, ingenieros, empresarios y profesionales que cargarán la responsabilidad de seguir luchando para un futuro mejor. Recuerden que nuestros logros son también el logro de nuestra gente. A mis compañeros, somos el testamento de los sueños más grandes de nuestros padres. Que nunca se les olvide de dónde vienen y lleven sus raíces.
Guys, this is crazy. Like, things are getting crazy. We just saw how families are being separated. We just saw how even parents, they are running from school, like going to hide from IC officers, so they leave their kids alone. The kids are scared. They don't know if they go back and see their mother, their father. And to think that this community, these Latinos, many of them voted for Trump, thinking that he's going to give them protection, thinking like they will be safe with him. And now look how he's paying them. He don't care about them. He's like deporting them like no tomorrow. He said he's going to be deporting of documented people, and now he's deporting citizen people. And he said he's going after criminal, and now he's going after fathers, mothers who are paying taxes, who are living there, who only knows America as their home country, and he's kicking them out of their country, putting them to the country they don't know anything about it. And now things are getting crazy. And these people trusted him, wear his heart, stand up with him, like sing for him, supported him like never tomorrow. And now look how he's paying them. He's paying them by destroying their family, like he's hitting them where it hurts the most, because there's no way you take a father from the family. Of course, it's like taking the head of the family. We saw all that. Imagine to go to the school to help your kids or in some event or some meeting, but you run away and you leave your kids there. You don't know when you meet them, you're trying to hide yourself. Imagine that kid, they study everything they will stay with. Oh my God. Me, you guys, I don't know what to say. I'm not trying to be happy, but I'm just telling you, this guy say he will deport people again and again and again. But you guys refuse to listen. He was saying it. Why did you talk like you are You will be spared. Why did you thought like you would not be like deported? And the people you thought who would be deported was your family, your friends, people from Mexico, people from Cuba, people from Venezuela, or any other place. They're there, you're in the USA too. There's a reason why you left your home country to come and live in the US. Why you want to close the way, or you want to block the way for other people to come. Oh my God. This is so sad to see how kids are crying, like calling their mom, their dad, and they're not there. Imagine leaving kids for 5 years. What is going to happen to those kids? And we saw how they handcuffed kid, just a kid, and officer was checking her. This is so sad. What's going on is beyond betrayal. The way he's betraying you. And now the Latinos, they're standing up, they're starting to speak, because it's been going on, but they've been quiet. You didn't see Latino for Trump like say something, but now they're starting to speak, they're starting to go out on the street protesting. But you guys, you should do more, because you voted for this guy who is destroying you. This is so bad. This is so crazy. I feel so sad for you. I thought I would never feel sorry for you, but I feel sad on what's happening, especially for those people who didn't vote for this, because I know there's some Latino who didn't vote for this. But if you voted for this and you see what's happening, shame on you. You are a bad person. There's no way people can forgive you. If they deport you, you supported him. We don't care if deserve what's going on. But I'm so sad for those people who didn't vote for him. I'm so sorry. And of course, as always, I have to give you my commentary, but also I love to read for you what other people are saying about this situation. So I choose top 3 comments for you. Let me read it for you. And of course, I would like to see your comments in comment section. Let me know what you think. So let's read this comment. Hear what the people are saying about what's going on. Because for me, I feel like, oh my God. So guys, actually the first one,